All right, welcome back into Atlanta, Georgia, Radio Row. It's Writer's Block brought to you by the U.S. Marine Corps, and thrilled to be joined by Deshaun Watson. We've had you on the show a few times.
Yes,
You're here
sir.
with Gatorade.
Yes, sir.
You got the special limited edition flavor we'll talk about in a second?
Yes, sir. You got to have that.
Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you for having me, man.
So I saw a really cool story this morning. I hope you can tell us about it. It's well documented what you and your family went through when you were younger, and folks stepped in and helped make a difference in your life, and you were able to pay that forward to your mom a little bit and fix up the house. What happened?
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to partner with House, and my mom, it's a Habitat home. We've been in it since I was age 12. So about 10, 11, 12 years. And it kind of just needs some remodeling. So, like I said, I partnered with House and kind of remodeled the whole living room, the whole kitchen, the whole hallways, really the whole house, and made it, up to date. And the things that my mama wanted in her home, that's what she got, and it was pretty cool. It was an awesome experience.
How did you break the news to her? How did you surprise her?
We kind of just put her in an Airbnb. I told her that, I got some stuff that I'm about to do for you. And at first she was kind of confused because she didn't want to leave, but I was like, hey, just do this. I promise you're going to love it. And she, listened to me, and 3 months later came back home and saw it. It was awesome.
Talked to you this time last year when we were in Minneapolis, a little bit colder in Minneapolis than it is in Georgia right now. And we talked about where you were at physically. Obviously, you look great this year. You're back. You've been through some things that have nothing to do with football, some life experiences. How does that perspective help you when you were going through rehab, when you're trying to fight through an injury your first year and get back to the guy that you were on the field?
Right. I mean, that it helped out a lot. It kind of just made me realize that if I was able to get through some life challenges that's off the field, that is life or death. But the stuff on the field where it just take me a couple months to kind of get through, and I can get through the whole rehab and therapy situation. So and I've done it before once, so I was kind of more mentally prepared and physically prepared to kind of focus on what I need to focus on to get back to where I needed to be.
How many weeks this year until you felt like you got done with the game, or you look back at the tape and you said, all right, there's the Deshaun Watson, the player I want to be and I know I can be?
It took about 3 or 4 weeks,
really?
Honestly. 3 or 4 weeks where, live action, bullets flying at me reacting on the fly and using my instincts to kind of take over. It took me a couple weeks to kind of actually feel comfortable.
It's interesting. We've talked, and rightfully so this week, and we will talk more about Tom Brady and his excellence. And the conversation has turned to the Michael Jordan comparison. Is Brady capable of being the greatest athlete of all time? And it made me think of your coach, Dabo, who's been on the show 3 or 4 times here on the program, compare you to Jordan coming out of school. Some people rolled their eyes, and then you started to prove them right, what you could be. For you, are those comparisons, when people make comparisons to LeBron, Jordan, Ali, whatever the iconic figure is that good for the athlete? Does it put extra pressure? Like, how do you personally view those comparisons for guys like you who have a lot of promise but still have a career to try to forge?
I guess it depends how you look at it. As I looked at it, Coach Swinney knows me. He see the ability that I have, and like you said, Tom Brady. I mean, he's going for his 6th. He's played 19 years. Also, I've only played a year and a half, 2 years. In this league, so I have some time. If I'm blessed enough to play that long, I want to be compared, to Michael Jordan at the end of my career. But I guess it depends on how the athlete takes it. And I didn't take it the way where I need to be that way. I want to be my own person. I want to be, whenever I'm finished with my career and my time playing football, I want people to be like, hey, I want to be like Deshaun Watson. That's the Deshaun Watson of NFL or football in general. So for me, I didn't put pressure on myself. It was just something that I kind of knew what Swinney was thinking about because I've been around him for so long.
The Texans were injury-plagued last year, yourself included. A lot of the guys healthy this year. Great season. You guys won a lot of games. How close do you feel like you and your team are to being at this event next year or the year after and being the team we're talking about, being the team that's competing on Sunday?
We're very close. I mean, we're right there. We just you need to find that missing part on whatever it is. We have the locker room, we have the coaching staff, we have the people, the city, the fans. We have everything we need, but we're just missing that one extra piece where it might even be health. Maybe if it's all the receivers are healthy and everyone else is healthy and we're able to we didn't have that towards the end, especially on offensive side. Will Fuller was down, Demaryius Thomas was down, Kiki just got back, D. Carter, just new into the thing. Lamar banged up a little bit, so things like that. It's just we're just right there on the peak, and I feel like we can do it next year.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting.
It's cool, right? You know you're in the right direction.
Right, exactly. The arrow's pointing up, so which is a good thing.
All right, so walk us through. I want your perspective from a quarterback's perspective on how you would try to go about putting together a game plan to attack each of these defenses. Maybe start, if you're a part of that Patriots team, as Tom Brady and the guys, Josh McDaniels, look at tape. What do they need to do to try to be successful against a very talented Rams defense?
I mean, you have to pick your poison. They're good on the outside. They're good on the inside. You just have to, try to get matchup plans, and really take what the defense is giving you. You can't force anything downfield. Take advantage of every underneath, move the chains, and, have the defensive linemen especially get them, mixed up a little bit. If it's going to be run, if it's going to be a draw, if it's going to be a pass, you got to switch up the game plan, and I feel like they're going to do a good job of doing that.
All right, so there's few masters as good at putting together a defensive plan as Bill Belichick. We know that gentleman's resume. If you're Jared Goff, if you're Sean McVay, if you're that offense for Los Angeles, what are the things that you need to do, or at least be prepared to do, coming into that game on Sunday?
A lot of misdirection. You got to be able to, the players got to be able to make plays, especially in man coverage. You have to win your matchup. Can't turn the ball over. When you get in the red zone, you have to score points. You can't kick field goals against Tom Brady. It's very likely that you'll have success and win that game. And then you just got to play with confidence and do what you do, honestly.
We're in a generation where quarterbacks are critical. I think it was Patrick Mahomes who had the great tweet about you and Trubisky and the misjudgments people put out there. But the run game's an interesting part tactically of what's going to happen Sunday. Sony Michel's having a historical postseason for a rookie. The Rams' offense is built largely around the run game. How much do you think we'll see each of those offensive coordinators and coaching staffs turn to the run game over the course of that Super Bowl?
Oh, you have to. You have to start off the game with the run game. I mean, you have to really establish the run game and let the defense know that, hey, this is going to be a physical game. We're, going to open up the run game so the pass game can open up and the play action can open up. So you're going to see both teams give the ball to Todd Gurley, and you're going to see both teams get the ball to James White and Sony Michel, and try to, get the run game going.
What do you expect from Gurley after an amazing season and some games that didn't quite live up to that the last few weeks?
I think Gurley's going to play top notch. I mean, this is the game of his life, biggest game of his life, and he's basically back home. He's going to be pumped up. I'm friends with Gurley, so I'm going to be excited to be able to see what he do with the ball in his hands.
All right, you're working with Gatorade. I'm looking at this is a cool looking, and I was thinking, man, I've never seen that before because that's a limited edition, only Super Bowl 53 Gatorade. What are you doing with Gatorade?
Yeah, so Georgia's my home state, so Gatorade is doing the new Peach Blitz edition, which is a very limited, and so we're giving it away this week. And this is the only way it's for Super Bowl this week, so it's pretty cool to have a flavor for your home state.
All right, I see all the Gatorade folks. Don't tell them, but when we're done, I'm here. I'm gonna slip one in my coat right now. Deshaun Watson, thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Good luck. Congrats on all your success. Very gracious of you to be here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.